All right, everyone, it's Thursday, which means it's time for another Reddit with Friends. While Mariah is out, I have enlisted our day-to-day book reviewer, Giselle Hood, to join us, along with our Theater Huntsville friends from earlier, prior to this commercial break. But I got to know, how's everyone doing? I know I asked you, so let me ask Giselle, how is everything?
I ran in here to get ready for this, so I'm doing good. I'm doing well.
Okay.
This is my second Reddit with Friends.
It's only your second?
Yeah, I know. You guys haven't brought me back. I don't know what to do.
We try to keep a good list of rotations going. But for those newbies at the desk, here's the drill, okay? We got to find an interesting story on Reddit, and then we bring it to the table. Again, feel free to interject with your comments, opinions, whatever. And then we also get some comments from folks on Reddit at the end to see if they're in the similar sentiment as everyone at the table. So you guys ready?
Yep.
All right. This one's coming from the Bad Roommates subreddit, which I think is the perfect way to take out your anger on your roommate, right? Without jeopardizing your rent payment or anything, or your name being taken off the lease. It's titled, "Roommate took 3 weeks of meal prep out of the freezer without telling me." That's a lot of food. 3 weeks worth. Yeah. So let's dive in here. They say, "I live with 3 international students. They go home for the holidays for about a month in December. I was on a mini trip for a couple of days before they left. So it meant I returned to the apartment after they had already left on vacation. Well, guess what happens when I get home? I open the fridge and realize nobody cleaned out any of their food. Literal meals are still in there, whole meals. So guess who has to deal with it? Me. Nobody took out the garbage, the compost, or recycling. Their dishes are still in the sink. They're just asking for bugs, right? It sounds gross. Dirty pans on the stovetop. That's kind of gross. Nobody's coming home for a month, which means I'm left to deal with it." Okay. Fast forward here, fridge is cleaned out, freezer's reorganized, we're ready to start the year on a good note. I have 3 roommates, meaning we each got about a quarter of the freezer worth of space. One of my roommates doesn't use it at all. I only use it for my meal preps, meaning I take up about a quarter of the freezer with prep containers of food. Genuinely, it's only a quarter, even though I guess technically they have a half, right? Since one of the roommates doesn't use it. So, okay. Guess what they do when they get back from the holidays? They go shopping first for food, right? Guess what? I'm gone for that day. I'm at my boyfriend's place. I get a text saying, "Hey, I took a couple of your meals out of the freezer to fit some of my stuff in there."
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what it is.
They took my food out of the freezer without asking me. And they took out 3 containers, which is like 2 weeks worth of food. These must be big containers. Because I'm thinking solo meals, right? 2 weeks worth of food. I asked them to not do that and put them back in the freezer, and that I told them that it's actually, or they told me that it's actually already defrosted at this point. So it's like you can't really reheat that, right? Instead of dealing with their own 3/4 of the freezer or being normal and not buying billions of items for the freezer in the first place, they take my food out without asking, and now I have to waste at least an entire container's worth of meals. Not fair, which again, couple of days, so there's gotta be pretty big. Worst part, I get home and see the damage. The reason they needed the extra space is because they bought frozen vegetables, berries, bananas, strawberries, a tub of ice cream. So you want to go half healthy, half not, right? Why would you put that all in the freezer if it was already full? Who are these people is the question. The worst part is they removed the same meal. So all 3 containers had the same like soup. Like it was a chicken soup.
Good soup.
So
guess they need to go to the soup store.
And basically they're just mad. They're reiterating the fact that it was only a quarter of the space in the freezer, and they took out the same thing, and now they're saying they can't wait for their lease to be up.
I can tell they're mad based on how long that is.
Yeah, it's very long. There's some capital letters and
some
sentences.
emojis at the end.
All right, diving in here, thinking of first and foremost, how do we feel about having roommates?
I had really bad roommate experiences.
Oh, I had
in
a good
college.
one.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
so
lucked out.
I
I had
did.
something much worse than this happen. I'm still friends with the girl to this day.
My only roommate experience was in college.
Yeah.
So post-college, I've always lived on my own prior to, with my fiance. But this is like a nightmare scenario for me.
Yeah. Don't touch my food.
Yeah, don't touch my food.
Yeah, I feel like roommates can run the gambit between friends and like co-workers.
Yeah, and I also feel like too, you could run into problems because there are some instances where like everyone sort of goes in together on like a grocery bill, and maybe you like all cook for each other, right? Maybe you take turns, maybe one person's designated for that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But in this instance, that's not the case. It doesn't seem like they're all buying their own individual groceries. Probably they might have their name on their milk carton or whatever. Who knows?
Yeah.
And to go out of your way, almost like at work. Like, right, or in any work situation, in the work fridge, and you're gonna just take someone's stuff out?
Yeah.
We see people do that sometimes.
It's like a big container, though.
Would you believe me if I said that the story was not as bad as I thought it was going to be?
I'm kind of with you.
Yeah. Based on the title, I thought that he meant that they took it all out of the freezer and ate it.
That's what I was wondering,
thought.
too.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
I honestly thought that that's where it was gonna go.
Yeah.
Would you be more mad at that, or more mad at the fact that what happened here? It sounds like like the food got wasted in general.
I would be more mad at the not cleaning of the dishes
That
personally,
too.
Yes.
because
Oh,
I
that-
hate clean
that.
freaks.
I
Like-
don't do bugs.
No, I don't either.
And I feel like the space issue, that's something that can be solved with like, hey, we need to sit down and have a conversation.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like the dishes, it's like that causes like 2 or 3 more ordeals
Yeah.
that you have to deal
It
with.
almost sounds like too, like they were trying to maybe get a start on their meal prep or like healthy journey.
Yeah,
Because like
maybe.
all the frozen fruit and vegetables.
It was New Year's.
Yeah, they were coming back after the New Year, so like they just maybe hadn't prepped everything yet. And I don't know if, because they mentioned that they're 3 international students, so I don't know maybe if there's like a cultural barrier where like maybe they don't do that where they're from.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, but I'm just like, how do you not recognize? Hey, if it's not yours, don't touch it.
For real.
That's a rule in theater.
Yeah.
If it's not your prop, don't touch it.
There you go.
I-
I do remember that from theater class back in
Yeah.
the day.
What
yeah.
was your nightmare situation?
Oh, I'll tell you what. So my roommate got a dog. She didn't ask the rest of us. That's not the worst part.
Oh.
The dog had a problem with being potty trained, and so some poo got onto its bed. She didn't clean it off before putting it in the communal washer.
Oh.
So you can imagine when I went to open up the washer and do my laundry,
Ew.
I had a strong smell that surprised me when I opened it up.
And that's-
And that was rough.
And
That was
that's just
rough.
making that's just making your problems other people's problems.
Maybe I should have put that on Reddit so we could have done that
That is- oh,
anonymously. Yeah.
That's
Picture
gross.
that.
That is gross. So, what would you? I guess. So, what would you guys do? They mentioned that they can't wait for their lease to end. Would you guys try and go ahead and get a jump start on that and
Yes.
move out as soon as possible, or would you just wait it out?
Yeah.
Maybe get a mini fridge.
I was gonna say mini fridge.
Yeah,
Good idea.
yeah, mini
Yeah.
fridge. Like
Put it in my room.
they make quality.
Don't touch it.
If you do a lot of meal prep, they make quality meat freezers, lots of storage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a boyfriend, maybe move in with a boyfriend or
That-
something like
that's-
that. Or just spend more time at his place, put all your food
There
over
you
there,
go.
and then you don't have to worry about
all
it.
your meals you can have there, and
Yeah.
then I think one thing. Yes, this story is obviously about the food, but I think the one thing that really needs to be addressed is obviously the mess and the cleaning.
Yeah.
And I get it, because they mentioned that they're students, so like maybe it was finals week, everyone was cramming and everything, but to leave it before you leave.
That's just common courtesy to clean
Yeah,
up.
like that tells me I'm not going to want to live with you when you're actually an adult and out on your own, have a real job and everything like that. Is disgusting. I think that needs to be broken down more and have more of a conversation than just the food part, touching your food. If it was me,
I don't know if this would make me break my lease,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
I would leave as soon as I
Yeah.
got the chance.
Yeah, my thought is like, they're damaging your mental health. Don't let them damage your credit score too.
Yeah, very good.
Right about that one.
I think that the mess left behind would have maybe
Yeah.
break the lease, because guess who's going to be stuck cleaning when everything's moved out, right? It's going to be that same person. So some of the user comments here. One person actually gave advice. They said, "I would tell them, you owe me money for destroying my meal prep. You only have a quarter of the freezer, but decided that my food was disposable. I'm on a tight budget. That's why I do it. If you won't replace what you destroyed, I'll be looking for other living arrangements." So
Okay.
See, I
Diplomatic.
just take the loss. I also had a roommate destroy my blender, and I just
purposefully or on
she
accident?
brought it into a different dorm. This was freshman year. They put like chunky peanut butter in it. It broke the motor, and then she hid it over there so I wouldn't know for like 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah, obviously.
That was a different roommate.
Yeah.
I've had some bad experiences.
Yeah.
Someone else commented, the next time they leave dirty dishes in the sink and dirty pots and pans, don't clean them up. Either leave them there, or if they're gone, put them in their bedrooms. You're not their maid. That seems a bit extreme.
Yeah, that's a bit extreme
I'd do it.
for me.
It's a little too passive aggressive for me.
I do like that the common thread seems to be a lot of people being like, yeah, no, the dishes are really what I'm stuck on.
Right, yeah.
One last thing, they just said what they recommend pretty much doing the same to them when they're out of the house. Take their food out of the freezer, just put it on the counter and see how they like it when they
See, that's where I draw the line.
Eye for an eye.
That's
Yes.
just, yeah.
Yeah.
Brianna Gantz, I want to thank you for being with us here on Reddit with Friends. How'd you like the story?
I'm
upsetting.
Sounds like
gonna be
anticlimactic for you a little bit.
Gonna have to. I mean, maybe a bit, but I don't know. I just feel like I have a high tolerance for
We have
stuff
theater
like that,
people in
so-
the
Totally
room.
fine, totally fine. Now, we talked about it in the first part of the show. Give you another chance to plug it. 12th night, when, where, and what time can people see it?
12th night starting tomorrow, Friday the 23rd at 7:30 at the BBC. We will be running this weekend and next weekend, weather permitting. Think Warm Thoughts with us. We would appreciate it.
All right. Well, you're definitely not going to want to miss all the talent that Theater Huntsville has to offer. 12th night this weekend and next weekend. Go check them out, folks. THTix.com.
Yes.
That's where you can get those.
THTIX.com.
We've got more. Thank you, Giselle, by the way, too. Sorry. Thank you
You're so welcome.
Giselle.
You're so welcome.
for coming on. We've got more day to day coming up right after this.